Hello, welcome. It's good to have you here. So today we are having a look at the most important learnings that I can come up with after 13 plus years of working out. I started working out at a fairly young age. At around 14 to 15 is when I began this journey, and I have been more or less consistent ever since. So you can see that I have more than a decade of experience when it comes to fitness, health, and working out. So in this video, what we are going to do is we are going to take that decade of experience and compress it into a single video. I'll even go as far as compressing all that I know into the single most important word when it comes to fitness, health, and working out. I'll share that with you towards the end of this video, so please make sure to stick around. Also, at the end of the video, I am going to give you a few recommendations that have really helped me, books, tools, etc. So, are you excited? Because I am. Let's jump right in. Learning number 1. If this is the beginning of your journey, you must understand that the beginning, as with most things in life, is always the hardest. Because you don't have the experience, you need to learn everything, you don't have the strength yet, you feel awkward, you are a bit insecure. All these things, they are a part of it. You just have to start, plow through the hard times at the beginning and stay on track. And on the other side of that lies greatness. Number 2, have patience. This is a long-term game. Once you start working out, you will do this for the rest of your life. And that is a reason to get excited, because once you start making progress, once you can start seeing a difference in your body, once you start seeing a difference in the exercises that you are able to perform or the weight that you are able to lift, that is where the fun really starts. So just be aware of that. There is no shortcut. You cannot buy a healthy body. You cannot buy a six-pack and you cannot buy muscles. You have to earn those things. And that is what makes it even more beautiful. Because once you start developing a healthy body, you have earned it. And that is why you are proud of it. Learning number 3. One of the most important learnings. I cannot stress enough how important this one is. So pay close attention to what I am saying right now. You want to focus on quality and not quantity. What I mean by that is that you shouldn't care about the weight that you are able to lift or the level of difficulty of the exercise that you perform. You should instead focus on the proper form and the proper execution of the exercise. And that means you start slow. You start with less weight. This saves yourself from injury and embarrassment. Performing an exercise the wrong way puts you at risk of injuring yourself. If you add weights on top of that, that is where it gets even more dangerous. And as if that wasn't enough, you make yourself look like a fool. There's people at the gym that everyone can tell have just decided to take weights that are too heavy for them because they can't perform the exercise as intended. You know, they have a shitty form of execution and everyone can tell, and they look like a clown. So do yourself a favor and don't be a clown. Number 4, understand why you work out. I am aware that the reason why people decide to start working out or are already working out is different for anybody. My own reason why I have decided to start this journey was initially a desire to look good. Now, I would argue that your main focus should be on health and a proper execution of the exercises. Why? Because all the rest just follows automatically. Looking better, being more confident, being more attractive, being more successful, that all follows if you focus on your health. Now, why is that important? Because if you focus just on looking good, you might neglect the execution of the exercises, or you might neglect the whole health aspect of it, which in the long term is not healthy for you. Number 5. This one ties back to learning number 2, staying patient, okay? Stay natural. Because the upsides of staying natural far outweigh the upsides of illegal substance use. Be patient, be consistent. The rest follows automatically. You are in no rush, and our focus is on health. Number 6. Working out is not just about lifting weights. There's more to it than that. I believe it's crucial to put together a variety of different exercises that go together really well. So for me, that's lifting weights to build muscle, doing bodyweight exercises to keep the tendons strong, doing yoga and stretching to stay flexible, and lastly, cardio exercise to keep the heart healthy. Number 7, maybe I should have put this more towards the beginning of this video, because it targets people that just started working out. I advise you to start slow. Start with bodyweight exercises and not the gym straight away, because you only really need to add weights once you have maxed out your bodyweight exercises. You know, if you can't do 10 pull-ups in a row, if you can't do 30 push-ups in a row, then there's not the need to go to the gym. You can start with workouts at home. You can start with bodyweight exercises. You can start with mobility exercises. You can start with walking and running outside, things like that. Number 8. Workouts and nutrition are equally important. If you want to make progress as fast as possible, you need to focus on both simultaneously. Number 9, nutrition. Disclaimer, I am not a certified personal trainer and I am not a certified nutritionist. I am only sharing with you what has worked best for me, and I believe to keep it simple is the way to go. So here it goes. When it comes to nutrition, you only need to focus on 3 things really, and that is carbs, protein, and vitamins. All right, I switched sides to give you more context. Let's start with calories. So everybody has a basic caloric need. Let's take mine for example. My body on a daily basis burns 2,600 calories, and that is if I just lay in bed all day and do nothing. Of course, that's not what I do. I go out to work, I go out to work out, so in the end my body burns around 3,100 calories every single day. Now, if my goal is to gain weight, I want to eat more calories than what my body burns on a daily basis. So you could add 300 calories on top of the 3,100, and then I would gain weight. If my goal is to lose weight, I would subtract around 300 calories of my intake of what I eat compared to what I burn. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Now, how do you find out how many calories your body burns? I will link a caloric base requirement calculator, my favorite one, in the description of this video. So you can just click on that and calculate your basic caloric requirements for free. Then protein. As a rough rule, you need around 1.8 grams of protein for every kilogram of your body weight. So I am currently 85 kilograms. So my daily requirement of protein is around 153 grams. Vitamins. I told you, we are keeping it simple. Don't worry too much about it. Just make sure to add vegetables and fruits to every meal you eat. Okay? That's about it. Simple, easy, not a nutritionist. So basically, what it boils down to is that I pay attention that every meal I take consists of these three things: carbs, protein, vitamins. You know, the carbs can be rice or pasta or lentils. The protein can be meat or tofu or eggs. And the vitamins is just a mix of vegetables and fruits, you know. Just make sure that every meal you eat consists of that, and you'll be good to go. Number 10, working out tires your body. This is especially important for people that study full-time or work an office job full-time. You know, people that mainly just tire their mind. If you tire your body on top of tiring your mind, that is when you sleep exceptionally well. And that is important to truly recover. Because think about it. Working out therefore boosts your recovery because you sleep better. Number 11. This one ties back to number 10. Enough rest is crucial. You need at least 7 hours of sleep every night, and you should pay attention to go to bed and wake up at roughly around the same time every day. This ensures that your body can recover and heal, because your body needs sleep to do that. Number 12, muscle-mind connection. This one is important. So when you are working out, you want to consciously think about the muscles that you are using. And that creates the muscle-mind connection, which then leads you to a better form of execution. You know, every exercise targets a specific muscle group. And if you work out consciously, then you make sure that you are actively using the muscles that you intend to use. Number 13, bulking and shredding. Those are terms that you may have heard. Those are terms that you will hear a lot. What do they mean? Bulking means you gain weight, and whilst you do that, you gain muscle. Shredding then is losing weight in order to reveal the muscles that you have previously built, because you always start a cycle with a bulk and then you shred. Can you see how this one ties back to number 10, nutrition? With your daily caloric need and what you eat, the calories you eat, you can influence if you gain weight or lose weight. And bodybuilders use that very consciously to first gain weight, build muscle, to then lose weight and reveal muscle. Number 14, get a coach that comes with you to the gym to show you the proper, exact, correct form of how to execute the exercises. That is absolutely crucial for you to avoid injury. There's nothing worse than working out on your own, performing an exercise the wrong way, just to then get an injury, which requires you to spend weeks or months to recover before you can continue your fitness journey. Don't let that happen to you. Get a coach, learn how to do the exercises right. You are quicker and faster that way. And that is certainly money well invested in yourself, in your health. Number 15, the last point in this video. Supplements. Now, before we dive into supplements, I want you to have a look at everything we have discussed so far and focus on that first. Because I look at supplementing as like the icing on the cake. You don't really need it, but it's a great way to just maximize your results. So I'll now share with you the supplements that I take. I am not going to elaborate further as to why I take it, because I believe there's enough information out there on the internet for those that are interested about learning more. So on a daily basis, I take protein shakes, I add creatine to that. Then I take vitamin B12, vitamin D, I take zinc, selen, iod, calcium and magnesium. I will share with you the exact supplement that I take in a second. Recommendations. So that's the supplement that I take. It's called Plant-Based Pro by Joa Nutrition. Now, I'm in Switzerland. This one is available in my country. I am not sure if they ship to foreign countries. You need to find that out for yourself. I think this one is great not only for vegetarian and vegan people, but for everyone, because it consists of vitamin B12, vitamin D, zinc, selen, iod and calcium. All of these things are in here. Before I found this supplement, I would take like 5 different supplements every day, because I took one for B12, one for vitamin D, one for zinc and so on. So this one has certainly made my life easier, and it's also very affordable. So one of these is around 25 quid, which lasts me for 2 months. Moving on to exercise, a book that certainly has shaped my life is this one. It's called Fit ohne Geräte. I'm sure there's an English version as well. It basically introduces you to body weight exercises. It has, all different kinds of exercises, very well described and with pictures and an instruction how to do it. And towards the end of the book, you even have whole training plans from beginner to intermediate to professional levels. This one is great if you need some inspiration to learn about bodyweight exercises, how to perform them, and even training plans for weeks. That's your go-to book. Now, digital products. I highly suggest you look into Built with Science. Now, this guy is an absolute legend. He has put tons of content for free on YouTube talking about fitness, health, nutrition, and all that. I'll put the link to his channel in the description of this video. I will also link his website where you can buy his courses. Now, the value this guy offers is insane. I bought a course for like 120 quid, and it came with weeks of meal plans and weeks of training plans. And the last year or so, I have been only following this course. And it was absolutely worth the money I spent. Because in my country, if you book a personal trainer for 1 hour, you pay 150, right? So this one has really changed my fitness journey, and I highly suggest you look into it. As promised in the beginning of this video, I am now going to share with you the single most important word when it comes to fitness and health. Everything that we went through so far is very important, but without this last ingredient, which is the word that I'll share with you in a second, it's meaningless. I want you to take a moment and think, to guess what it might be. Are you ready? It's consistency. Think about it. If you don't work out consistently, if you don't eat right consistently, if you don't get enough rest consistently, then you won't make any progress. That's why consistency is the single most important thing in fitness and health. Of course, it also applies to other realms, but we are going to focus on this one now. I know from experience that following a strict fitness routine is not always easy. You have to understand that there will be times where you do not feel like going to the gym. There will be times where you do not feel like eating clean or healthy or good. There will be times where you don't feel like following your routine, okay? And that's where consistency comes into place. Consistency makes sure that you stay on track. You can think of yourself on your fitness journey as a vehicle moving into a certain direction, and that's momentum, and you do not want to lose the momentum. So let me give you an example. Say the day comes, you wake up, it's time to go to the gym, and you just don't feel like going. What do? If you don't go, you lose your momentum, and it's easy to quit and harder to begin again. You need to remember consistency in that moment, and you need to make a deal with yourself. And that deal is that you will go and do a workout, but a short one. Because it's better to have a short workout than none at all. And what you will notice is that oftentimes, once you've started working out, it's easier to just keep going. In the end, consistency is what brings you the results. If you just stay consistent, it's okay to fuck up every now and then. If you always come back, if you always remember your goals, your why, you will make it. With having said that, I appreciate your time so much. Thank you for listening to me. I hope this has brought you some value. If it did, please leave a like, leave a follow, leave a comment. If you have any questions, I'm curious to hear. So, as always, feel free to reach out, and remember that through hardships, we can reach the stars. Per ardua ad astra. This is the Royal Air Force's official motto, and I think it's beautiful. It applies to so many aspects of life. Anyway, take care. See you soon.